here we go. Now, as you can see, this is our old circuit board. There are some wear grooves in the contacts. There are some little holes up here, kind of wear grooves in the contacts. This is our new circuit board. This circuit board came from a company called 914 Rubber. They're at 914rubber.com. You can see the difference. Now, believe it or not, this is a 2.0 board. It's a little bit different in size, but it's supposed to be the same board. We'll find out real quick. I've had pretty good luck with anything that I've purchased from 914 Rubber, so we'll try this new board. Obviously, there are no wear grooves in there. We've simply got to slip it in, rivet it down, and do a few adjustments, and everything should be fine. So, we've got our business cards, or pieces of cardstock still underneath the contacts. I did spray a little contact cleaner in there, throttle body cleaner. I hate when that happens. Rubbed it around a little bit. This should help clean the contacts. Don't have any compressed air. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our new board, put it beneath that paper, and hopefully we should be able to slide the board right back into position. Like almost. And somewhere around here we're looking for that rivet hole. We've got to go in a little farther. There it is. As you can tell, there's only one hole in the old board. There are two holes in the new board, but I don't believe that we absolutely have to put a top rivet. Let's see if we can pull the paper out. I don't think we can get in that top rivet. Our contacts seem to line up properly. Get it nice and square, and we're going to pop that pop rivet right in. Make sure it goes through the hole. I don't want to do anything too crazy to force it. It should line up. Let me see if I can find my rivet gun. Now we have the rivet pushed all the way into the hole. Let's put our rivet gun on it. Slowly crank it down. And it's in place. So, throttle seems to work properly. We can put our star washer and our screw back, and now what we're going to do, snug this down a little bit, all the way tight. What we're going to do now is adjust the throttle positioner. Okay, we managed to get our new circuit board in here, and now we need to adjust the throttle positioner. Actually, it's probably still in proper adjustment because we never really moved the positioning of it. We only replaced the board, and if everything's lined up the way it was originally, everything should be the same. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can use an ohm meter, something like this. The only problem that I have with an ohm meter is even though it will show you a short, a digital ohmmeter tends to bounce around a little bit and is not as quick to react as an analog ohmmeter would be, something that's going to have a needle that moves, because you can see instantly when the needle moves. This, what you're going to see is that it's reading something, and then it's going to think about it, and then it's going to tell you what it is. So as far as I'm concerned, a unit like this is kind of worthless. It's not going to be as accurate as you want to be. The other way, and if you don't have an analog meter, not only that, on this unit, something like this, the contacts are very big. They kind of drive you crazy. This is a tone generator. It's used basically for telephone work. And you can do a number of different things with it. You can trace wires out in your car because it'll send a tone out that you can use with an identifying probe and find that tone. But it will also read different resistances, and it'll read a 0 ohm short instantly. When you touch it, you can hear that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to clip these smaller alligator clips onto, from the left, it's going to be inside the contact, it's going to be the second and third contact in. I believe it's would be called number 17 and number 47. And those beeps that you're hearing are me, okay? That's the resistance in my body that's reading. Okay, so we're onto those contacts, and you should hear it as we go back to idle. You should hear it short. Now the way that you adjust this is to loosen the screws a little bit. We want to roll this all the way counterclockwise, okay, all the way to the left, and come up till we hear it beep. Hear that right there? There's little markings on your backing plate here. There should be a marking here on the mounting on the throttle body. What you want to do is go to the beep. As soon as you hear that beep, stop, and then you want to roll it up one little mark. Alright, there's that. Let me see again. Snug it a little bit. So it's a little easier to work with. A little bit too much. And up one mark. And tighten it right there. Now you'll find, that's kind of annoying, let's turn that off. You'll find that it's going to be a lot easier to do this adjustment outside the car than it is inside the car. For one thing, these contacts are going to be aimed down. It's going to be pretty much impossible to see them. Okay, we finished tightening that. That should be the final adjustment. Everything should be ready to go. All that's left is to put our cap back on, starting at the bottom. Okay, line the two tabs up there, push it up as high as it will go, and then in on the tops. All that's left is put the unit back in the car, connect everything, and see how it runs. Okay, our throttle body circuit board has been replaced, and it's ready to go back into the car. Before we do that, let's put that rag back in there. I'd like to replace the throttle body gasket. Okay, as you can see, the old surface, the old gasket's been removed. The surface has been prepared for a new gasket. I'm going to go ahead and place that on there now. This gasket came also from www.914rubber.com. We're going to put one bolt in just to hold it, and then we'll put our throttle body back on. 914rubber.com has the circuit boards for both the 1.7 and the 2.0 engine. I'm not sure if they have what they need for the 1.8 or if it's the same as the 1.7 or not. They have the gaskets for the throttle bodies for both. They also have a wide variety of replacement rubber parts, just all kinds of miscellaneous things for the 914. I've had very good luck with them on all the other parts that I've ever purchased from them, and I'm not expecting any problems with these either. And they're currently producing a dashboard for the 914, which, as everybody knows, those things crack. And yes, this is a shameless plug for 914rubber.com, because enough people call up and say, hey, I want to replace my throttle positioner relay, and this guy named Gary on YouTube told me about it. Well, then maybe 914 Rubber will give me a nice little break on future parts. So yeah, shameless plug. All right, we're going to get the throttle body and put that on now. Okay, we're going to do our best to show you exactly what we're going to do here to complete this job. Got the parts here, the remaining parts. Here's what we're going to do. As I said, we're going to leave one bolt in the throttle body. Now you want to make sure that you reach underneath here, pull that washer up that's on the bolt, because you want it to go, as you slide it in, you want it to go on top of your throttle body. Okay, that should be there. The reason being, you want to make darn sure that's on top of your throttle body, because what will happen is if you get it underneath the throttle body, you've just developed a vacuum leak. Your car will idle excessively high, won't run properly, and you're going to wonder what is wrong. What did I do wrong? So, I'll tell you right now, make sure that you have that on properly. The washer is above the throttle body. Come on now, I'm having marbles getting this bolt in. Is it slipped? Gasket slipped slightly. There we go. Okay. Now, simple. The throttle body is basically bolted back on. We need a 13mm wrench to tighten it down. Okay, that's tight. Vacuum advance hose back on. Vacuum retard hose back on. Somewhere down here I dropped the spring for my release, or for my return. I'm going to have to find that. Okay, our plug back in. Let's cap those wires. Okay, can do that, dress that up later. Our plug is back on. All we need to do is the throttle return and try it out. Okay, I found the throttle return spring. That is back on. Now we need to put in our throttle cable into the little, okay, for full idle return, and we tighten that up. 8mm. I'm just going to get something else here. Okay. I'm going to make another wrench and put on the back of the cable so that we can hold it so that it doesn't turn up on us. Okay, there. Everything's on. We'll slip our air cleaner somewhat back into place. And if everything is right and I don't have any vacuum leaks, we'll find out if it runs. And we just have to go for a test drive. Hey, wish me luck. Now is the test drive, some minor adjustments, and that's how to do it. Basic time for this project, I would say 45 minutes to an hour. And if I can do it, so can you.